On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Carr now on first down. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now there's Will Anderson, the 3rd overall pick to bring him down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 35. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Kamara. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the 1st quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Stroud now to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again. And they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Good catch and a first down by Johnson, who's really benefited from a move to tight end the last 2 seasons. Over 500 yards and a team-leading 7 touchdown catches last year. Feels like we haven't even seen the best of him yet.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A good running there by Kamara on first down as he takes this ahead for a gain of 5.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw, it's Carr. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Xander Horvath. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, check Mike 6. Woo! That's a what?
18, Pioneer.
That's a what?
Panther 60.
Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here goes Stroud again. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. Taking a shot for Dell here. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Stroud looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fighting ahead at the 15. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Dragon 60. Check.
Diggs going in motion right.
56. Strip the ball. Strip that.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now an audible here into something else. Stroud now on second down. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. On quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
1st and 10, it's Stroud. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here is third down and 4. Carr, he wants to change up the look here. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Taken in at the 11. 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets them 40. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go, go, go. 56. Mike, 56.
70, Timberwolves. Cut 19. Cut 19.
56 is the Mike.
Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 5.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Check it.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
70, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Check Mike 6. Tackles.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check the backer.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Kamara try the right side. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one. And it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Now Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Mike 56, right there, 56.
Stroud out of the gun here. He's got the hook up with Diggs. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Crown way too white to be shooting in the ops. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stops. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Never had a mentor.